Okay, my name is Melentini. I am giving a performance, a live performance at Berlin is not Bayreuth Festival. Working with electronic and acoustic music, I write songs and poems, and this is going to be a soundscape and electronic acoustic live performance. I'm working with Richard König, who will create the sound design for this work. It triggered me a lot to work for Berlin is not Bayreuth, because it's the first time that I'm involved in a project for a classic composer, but in a completely alternative approach. And the whole concept is it makes me very enthusiastic how the rest of the lineup has found elements from this work to put it as it would appeal to people today. And for me, it was the difficulty was to see this piece of work, the opera of Tannhäuser, as something that would make sense today, because it's very romantic, but in a sense that it's too conservative for my standards and for what I believe, for my Cosmo theory. Although I have worked on a lot of theater plays, and I have read a lot of works from these years that they are in this mentality. What was very exciting though about Tannhäuser is that we see a character who is being carried away on Venusberg, where it's a place that there is sexual liberty, and there's something that could really match the hippie era. But at that time, that was really something to be condemned, and for his sins. He's somebody that is considered a lost sheep, and he has to be, he has to sacrifice things and regret about his weaknesses. But the part that for me was more fascinating, and it really attracted more my own character and my own psyche, was Elizabeth's death, and the way she's a person that she has loved a lot, and she has been waiting for this love, and the subject of love is something timeless. So it was something for me very very delicate, and because she sacrifices herself for her love to be forgiven. That was very tragic, and also it's strange how in this era the women were considered to be pure only if they were waiting for their husbands forever and staying, without any other challenges to... πώς είναι που χορό? I forget this word. When they back off, yes, to great challenges. When they resist, sorry, that's the word. Because he had to resist, while the man was just somebody that was lost when he could not resist. So that's something that it's very important for me, because I see this in the work of male writers and male composers, and many poets, that the theme of love from the woman's side is always so pure. And it's always about a woman that she ends up to death like an angel. And Shakespeare's Ophelia is very close to this approach, because she's the woman that she thinks she's been loved by Hamlet, but in the end she gets drowned. And for me, in Shakespeare's Ophelia, this is something that's more, it's closer to what I feel about this kind of madness, because it's a mental condition for a woman that she has an unfulfilled love, and it's more likely that you meet these kind of characters in these works that in the end they die and they leave Earth for the love of their loved ones. That was very irritating, and what I have done for this performance is related mostly to Elizabeth's prayer.